Honest differences are often a healthy sign of progress. True beauty lies in purity of the heart. The only difference between man and man all the world over is one of degree, and not of kind, even as there is between trees of the same species. Wherein is the cause for anger, envy or discrimination? You cannot shake hands with a clenched fist. The greatness of a nation and its moral progress can be judged by the way its animals are treated. I hold that the more helpless a creature, the more entitled it is to protection by man from the cruelty of humankind. There would be nothing to frighten you if you refused to be afraid. An unjust law is itself a species of violence. Arrest for its breach is more so. Now the law of non-violence says that violence should be resisted not by counter-violence but by non-violence. This I do by breaking the law and by peacefully submitting to arrest and imprisonment. Many people, especially ignorant people, want to punish you for speaking the truth, for being correct, for being you. Never apologize for being correct, or for being years ahead of your time. If you're right and you know it, speak your mind. Speak your mind. Even if you are a minority of one, the truth is still the truth. Love never claims. It ever gives. Love ever suffers. Never resents, never revenges itself. The moment there is suspicion about a person's motives, everything he does becomes tainted. As human beings, our greatness lies not so much in being able to remake the world, that is the myth of the atomic age, as in being able to remake ourselves. Do not worry in the least about yourself. Leave all worry to God. This appears to be the commandment in all religions. Champions are made from something they have deep inside of them, a desire, a dream, a vision. I become more than ever convinced that it was not the sword that won a place for Islam in those days. It was the rigid simplicity, the utter self-effacement of Hussein, the scrupulous regard for pledges, his intense devotion to his friends and followers and his intrepidity, his fearlessness, his absolute trust in God and in his own mission. These and not the sword carried everything before them and surmounted every obstacle. If I have the belief that I can do it, I shall surely acquire the capacity to do it even if I may not have it at the beginning. I should love to satisfy all, if I possibly can. But in trying to satisfy all, I may be able to satisfy none. I have, therefore, arrived at the conclusion that the best course is to satisfy one's own conscience and leave the world to form its own judgment, favorable or otherwise. In matters of conscience, the law of the majority has no place. No one can ride on the back of a man unless it is bent. True morality consists not in following the beaten track, but in finding the true path for ourselves, and fearlessly following it. Your tomorrow depends entirely on what you do today. Truth resides in every human heart, and one has to search for it there, and to be guided by truth as one sees it. But no one has a right to coerce others to act according to his own view of truth. I am but a poor struggling soul yearning to be wholly good, wholly truthful and wholly non-violent in thought, word and deed, but ever failing to reach the ideal which I know to be true. It is a painful climb, but each step upwards makes me feel stronger and fit for the next. But you can wake a man only if he is really asleep. No effort that you make will produce any effect upon him if he is merely pretending sleep. True love is boundless like the ocean and, swelling within one, spreads itself out and, crossing all boundaries and frontiers, envelops the whole world. Every worthwhile accomplishment, big or little, has its stages of drudgery and triumph, a beginning, a struggle, and a victory.